What's your choice? They're both nice, but which one is your top play of the week? We're looking for posts on social media with the hashtag 2KTVWOW and your gamer tag. What catches our eye? Awesome assists and sensational scoring plays. So send them our way. Thanks, everyone. Hope you're lighting the beam out there in Season 6. See ya!
Warriors trail by 8. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Marion. Then there's Holland. Then it's King. And it's Batista in at the shooting guard position. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now here's Hayes. Still yet to score. Out to the right wing. He passes to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Warriors trail by 6. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. King inside. He's covered by Murray. Jaquez outside. Clock at 6. And Holland gets it to go.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Murray. And he dunks it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. King, the pass to Marion. Back to King. Jaquez outside. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Primo, the pass to Pete. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
King's shot is off.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
King against Murray. Jaquez with the steal. Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
21.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
We've got P. He's out there with Jokic. And it's Izzo in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, he, in the last game against Dallas, played phenomenal. He scored 46 points, and he dominated the glass all night, ripping down 20 boards. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's the Warriors on the break. And then Kemp slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that one's good. Barber's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kemp passes to Holland. King outside. Pass to Chavez. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's P. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. King with the steal. To the inside, Jackson, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that
way. King outside. High post, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Shepard's checked in for Denver. And Golden State also making a change. Podziemski's checked in. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Mavericks.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Outside, Kemp. Trying to find Podziemski. Gets it to him. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Denver leading by 3. Passes it to Izzo. Here's P. Kemp defending. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Warriors ball.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Friday, the Houston Rockets will come into town.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The pass to Pete. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Pass to Shepard. They shoot again. Count that bucket. Shepard's got 6 points.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Now Podziemski. Back to Kemp. It's tipped. Here's Barber. Here's Izzo. Kemp with the rebound. And here's Kemp. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Denver making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. Here's Chavez. 8 points his last outing. Here's Holland. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Denver leading by 3. Shepard, the pass to Pete. From 10 feet out. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. The Warriors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Chavez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
It's on Reed Shepard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And that one hits back iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Holland. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Now, here's Jokic. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And then Kemp slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MLB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Barber following the score by Golden State. Passes to Pete. And it's sent back by Kemp. And they'll keep possession. Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that one.
Did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Timeout called the Warriors. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets. This season,
the game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Warriors on top. They lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Jackson is out there with Kemp. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Chavez in at the 1. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Kemp. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, Shepard. Inside, P. The pass to Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
just so physical inside. Even with contact, Jokic able to fight through it.
Outside, Kemp. Fader on the way. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's P. Out to the right wing. Here's Izzo. Off target from outside. It's stolen. Here's P. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Jokic missing. The Warriors leading. Majemski on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Chavez. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Second chance shot. P with the bucket. P's got 30. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Golden State ball.
And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Nuggets, #1.
Yeah, #1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Shot from 12. Tries again. Here's Jackson. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Denver in the lead. Barber passes to Pete. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Chavez. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Chavez has got 11 points. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And, boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Hayes is checked in for Nikola Jokic. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the right side. Here's Barber. 6 points for him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
They're teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Batista. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
To the middle, here's P. A beautiful reverse layup. P's got it up. All tied up now for the Nuggets.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Batista passes to Kemp. That's Kemp with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Out to the wing, stolen by Jackson. Here's Batista, 14 points for him. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Chavez. Over Shepard. Chavez, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Nuggets are going to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. He takes it in. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Pajemski with it. Still scoreless. Here's Chavez. Outside, Kemp. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Pajemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Nuggets trail. Barber passes to Pete. Passes it to Barber. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Barber's got 9.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Kemp. Here's Batista. 14 points for him. Now Pajemski. Got a piece of it. And it's time for an injury report. Let's find out the news on Nikola Jokic. David, what's the update?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I just talked with Denver's head athletic trainer. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate, so it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And they'll get another chance.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
Here's P, and he uses the glass on the way. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me.
Over to the left wing. Chavez passes to Marion. For the lead, he lays it in. Marion's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
King outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
And the shot goes in. And that's 38 points for P. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Marquez against Taylor. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And a dunk by Marion.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's P. Warriors with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Takes it from 10, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Marion's got 6 in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the pass to Primo. On the wing, Murray. Here's P. Guarded by Marion. P, no good.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
Marquez can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 5. Primo, the pass to Taylor. Slammed in by Taylor.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Marion. Marquez outside. Tries it from 19. And it's Denver with the rebound. He's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pickett, no good. Warriors leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's King. Pass to Hawkins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Hawkins hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Chavez. He hits it from 9. Chavez has got 16. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Barber is out there with Taylor. Then there's Shepard. Then it's P. And it's Bouye in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Shepard, that's good.
Number 20.
Now here's King. Passes it to Jackson. Fade away. Some solid defense from P.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Denver passing it around. Back to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Barber missing. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Batista. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Batista. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now the pass to Pete. Shoots the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Kemp's got 11 rebounds in the game.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
To the paint. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Pajemski. Barber pulls it in.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Taylor. That shot is off. Warriors leading by 7. It's Kemp on the wing. Pajemski with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Pajemski's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. It didn't take long for Pajemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Chavez. Now Pajemski over Murray. And too long on the shot.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
To the wing right side. Picked away. Here's Chavez. He dishes it to Kemp. Outside for Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's P. Guarded by Jackson. Shepard the pass to P. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. P's got 40 points.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Down low. Jackson misses. The Nuggets trail by 7. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Pete. With the fadeaway. Here's Izzo. That's tipped. Tries yet again. No good at the rim.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Now Pajemski. And there's the pass to Kemp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Chavez. Over Murray. Chavez, no good. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's P. Pass to Barber. Here's P. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. That free throw missing.
At the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 7. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Shepard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
the line for your Nuggets, Shepard.
Both good from the line that time. Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Timeout called the Warriors. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And that one, good. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Passes it to Pete from outside the arc. Rebounded by Kemp. Kemp's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. There's the pass to Batista. Looking to get back on track here. And Jackson finishes inside. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Here's P. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Kemp's shot is off.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
He's up. Batista with the rebound. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Jackson to the middle. Here's Kemp. Denver grabs the miss. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And it's sent back by Kemp. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kemp. Hayes, he's checked in for Denver.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, Jackson Hayes.
And here is Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Inside. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Chavez. He's covered by Murray. Outside for Kemp. Shot clock at 6. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Barber. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, wow. This close, you got to finish strong. Like, you can't give yourself room for a mistake like that.
Here's Chavez. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, a tricky move by Jackson Jr. Using a little pump fake to get the defender off balance.
At the line for the Warriors.
Both free throws good from Jackson.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to P. They could use a bucket. And it's sent back by Kemp.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And the foul on Pete. That's foul number 2 for him. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's P. For three. The Warriors pull it in. Chavez has got his 5th rebound in this one. For Murray. Here's Kemp. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Kemp's got 10 points here in the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Golden State with it. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Chavez. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Warriors lead by 19. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Pass to Izzo. Feeds to Hayes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Warriors leading by 17. Chavez passes to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Kemp. To the inside. Here's Podziemski. Misses from short range. The Nuggets shooting around 41% on the night. Right wing. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Izzo. The Warriors pull it in.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Podziemski on the wing. Passes to Chavez. Back to Kemp. Down low. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Rich.